Hello and welcome to the BookTube channel, Jack in the Book Stack, where I talk about a wide variety of book genres and the bookish lifestyle. In this video, I want to talk to you about my January TBR, the books that I plan and hope to read throughout the month, and also the BookTube videos that I plan on doing to accompany these reads. I'm coming to you from a new location today. This is actually my stack of books that is on my short list TBR. So I want to pull from this list throughout the month, this stack here, and maybe you'll see these in monthly wrap-ups if they're not in the TBR, but I like this view because it keeps them top of my mind so I don't get distracted too easily by like new books. I have plenty to read already. Please stay tuned for the video because I actually need your help in picking out one of my reads this month, so I want to hear from you in the comments, but I'll get to that in a minute. One of the videos that I have planned for this month is a reading vlog. I want to vlog the experience reading Priory of an Orange Tree and, because I'm crazy, A Day of Fallen Night, which is the prequel. I'm planning on reading this one first because I heard it gives a good foundation of the world, like good world building in this one, and then read the prequel afterwards, hopefully. But these are long books. They're very, very long. They are both like 800 or 900 pages. They're beefy, and there's only an audiobook for this one, so it's very ambitious to think that I could read both of these by early January to do a reading vlog. But I am very excited to check out this fantasy world. They are standalone books, so you don't need one to read the other, and I like the idea of like a story that is contained within one book. Even though I'm reading two, it makes no sense. It makes sense to me, but I really want to check these out. So I'm excited to do that and kick the year off with these. In 2023, I did relatively a good job reading books in a series close together, particularly reading trilogies within the same month. So I want to carry that forward into 2024. So the first series that I want to read, because I guess you can't really, I mean, this is the Roots of Chaos series, but I don't know if I'd classify that as a series. Anyways, the trilogy that I want to read in January is the Drowning Empire trilogy. This starts off with The Bone Shard Daughter. I have these beautiful special editions too, so I'm so excited to read these. These are the Fairy Loot editions that I think are so gorgeous. So I am hoping to read the three of these and do a reading vlog. I want to try to do series reading vlogs this year, so this would be the first official one. Now we are at the point where I need your help, so I'm hoping that you can help me in the comments down below, but I have a goal this year to read 6 classics. So in January, I want to read one of the classics on my list. So I picked 3 to choose from this month. I want to read to you the summary from GoodReads so that you can help me pick in the comments down below what I should read, and then I will also do a reading vlog for it that I will cover like how I annotate it, the different themes. I usually read classics alongside Spark Notes to get like the in-depth meaning to it. So what do you want to see me read? Option number 1 is Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen, and I have the summary here on my iPad. Let me read it to you really quickly. This is a wonderfully entertaining coming-of-age story. It is often referred to as Jane Austen's Gothic parody. Decrepit castles, locked rooms, mysterious chests, cryptic notes, and a tyrannical fathers give the story an uncanny air, but one with a decidedly satirical twist. The story's unlikely heroine is Catherine Morland, a remarkably innocent 17-year-old woman from a country parsonage. While spending a few weeks in Bath with a family friend, Catherine meets and falls in love with Henry Tilney, who invites her to visit his family estate, Northanger Abbey. Once there, Catherine, a great reader of Gothic thrillers, we love a book lover in books, right? Lets the shadowy atmosphere of the old mansion fill her mind with terrible suspicions. What is the mystery surrounding the death of Henry's mother? Is the family concealing a terrible secret within the elegant rooms of the abbey? Can she trust Henry, or is he part of an evil conspiracy? Catherine finds dreadful portents in the most prosaic events until Henry persuades her to see the peril in confusing life with art. Executed with high-spirited gusto, Northanger Abbey is a light-hearted yet unsentimental commentary on love and marriage. So this one really appeals to me for the atmosphere of the mansion, which I love. I love mansions and stories. I love that she is a mystery thriller reader. I love the gothic spin on it. There's so much going for this, and the idea that it's pitched as like a satire is also something that I want to read more of this year. So that is why this is an option to vote for. Option number 2 is Villette by Charlotte Bronte. So GoodReads says that Villette is Bronte's most accomplished and deeply felt work, eclipsing even Jane Eyre in critical acclaim, which has me really curious. Her narrator, the autobiographical Lucy Snow, flees England and a tragic past to become an instructor in a French boarding school in the town of Villette. There, she unexpectedly confronts her feelings of love and longing as she witnesses the fitful romance between Dr. John, a handsome young Englishman, and Genevieve Fanshawe, God, that's a name, a beautiful coquette. The first pain brings others, and with them comes the heartache Lucy has been trying so long to escape. Yet in spite of adversity and disappointment, Lucy Snow survives to recount the unstinting vision of a turbulent life's journey. A journey that is one of the most insightful fictional studies of a woman's consciousness in English literature. So that sounds really intriguing to me as well. I think particularly that last line about a woman's consciousness in English literature sounds very interesting. This one seems like it'll be introspective, has some great themes in it, so that's why this is an option to vote for as well. The third option that I want to hear from you in the comments down below is Madame Bovary by Gustave Flaubert. This is translated from French, which is really, really cool. So the character lives beyond her means in order to escape the banalities and emptiness of provincial life, which sounds amazing. And also the term provincial life, I have never heard anywhere outside of that Beauty and the Beast song, like the opening scene that Belle is singing. So anyways, that's a tangent. When the novel was first serialized in La Revue de Paris between October 1st, 1856 and December 15th, 1856, public prosecutors attacked the novel for obscenity. The resulting trial in January 1857 made the story notorious. After Flaubert's acquittal in February 1857, Madame Bovary became a bestseller in April 1857 when it was published in 2 volumes. A seminal work of literary realism, the novel is now considered Flaubert's masterpiece and one of the most influential literary works in history. So that is all really interesting. It doesn't really tell you what this is about though, does it? So going into it kind of blind, but the idea that it was so controversial, I think this would be a really fun read, especially to do a reading vlog on, to kind of compare what was so shocking about this story then versus today. Seems like it might be kind of spicy. So I don't know, that aspect has me so intrigued. So let me know if this would be your choice for a reading vlog for January. Again, these are the 3 options you have to choose from. Please let me know. I need to figure out which one to read this month. Those are the books that I have plans for BookTube videos for, but I have some other reads I want to check out this month too. Even though my TBR is pretty fantasy heavy so far, I still really want to check out Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik this month because I hear this has great winter vibes. I believe it is a standalone retelling of Rumpelstiltskin, I think. Don't quote me on that until I do my January wrap up, but mainly this is on the TBR because standalone and winter vibes. Those are the 2 things, the 2 assumptions I have that makes me want to try to get to this if I have time. Because the TBR is so fantasy heavy this month, I need to have some other options to choose from for other genres because I need variety so I don't get burnt out. For a horror option this month, I would love to check out The Nestlings by Nat Cassidy. This is his most recent horror release, and I'm hoping to get it checked out on Libby so that I can read it because I don't own it yet. But I really have heard great things about this. I love social commentary in my horror, and I think this has it. I will tell you a little bit more about it once I read it and I do a wrap-up on it because I want to go into this as blind as possible. I just know that Nat Cassidy is amazing and people largely love his latest work. So I want to check it out for myself and then let you guys know. My nonfiction choice for January is The Woman in Me by Britney Spears. This memoir has been everywhere, and I have been waiting for it through my holds list on Libby. I really want to listen to the audiobook because I want to listen to Michelle Williams narrate it. And this one, I'm really looking forward to hearing Britney's story, but because this was such a huge release and so many like bombshells in it, I feel like the media kind of spoiled all of it already. I wish that I got to read it and experience it for myself rather than through spoilers. So I'm still gonna listen to it and see if it was spoiled for me, but I am really excited to hear Britney's story. Next up, I have two contemporary romances. I have Reckless and Hopeless from the Chestnut Springs series. This would complete my read of the series, and it seems really, really intriguing that I could complete a series in the first month of the year. That is very motivating to me. And I love this contemporary romance series because of the banter. I like the chemistry between the characters. I like the family. So I'm excited to revisit Chestnut Springs and finish it off. Those are the books on my TBR for this month and the associated videos I plan to do in January alongside them. Please be sure that you have made your comment down below of which classic book I should read in January and do an annotation video on, because I'm really stuck. They all three seem very appealing to me. And I'll read them all this year, but which one do I start with? Which one do I kick the year off with? I need to know. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will see you in the next video.